This is a presentation for your health by someone that wants to make everyone healthier with a great quality of life. What do all of these words mean? Acid, alkaline, cells, nucleus, chromosomes, telomeres, chakras, meridians, blockages. What does acid and alkaline have to do with cells? What are telomeres? And what does chakras and meridians have to do with blockages? Think of yourself as two different structures or bodies. Everything in the universe is energy, vibrating and oscillating at different rates. We have the medical body, we all know and can see, of bones, flesh, blood, and organs, where blood circulates throughout. Then we have the spiritual body of chakras, meridians, and meridian points, where energy circulates. When either of these bodies is in an unhealthy state, we create blockages and diseases. The pH, or potential of hydrogen, is a measure of the acidity or alkalinity of a solution. There is a pH scale of 0 to 14, with 7 being neutral. Everything below 7 is acidic, and above 7 is alkaline. Being slightly above 7 at 7.4 and into the alkaline a little bit is perfection and crucial for good health. Too acidic creates an unhealthy state in both bodies. Email me for a free acid-alkaline food chart. In the physical body, your blood is in charge and must remain between 7.35 to 7.45 or 7.365. A blood pH of 6.9 can induce coma and death. Your blood looks for alkaline minerals to compensate. There should be an alkaline reserve. If there is not, the body steals these alkaline minerals from your organs and bones, damaging cells along the way. But first, let's get an idea of how the body works. Everything we put in our body is acidic or alkaline. The air we breathe, everything we drink, eat, absorb, or feel emotionally is either acidic or alkaline. To be healthy, we need balance. Too acidic can cause a steady low oxygen environment. Too alkaline can cause tremors or spasms. If you are too acidic, acidosis, which most people are, you could have problems such as decreasing the body's ability to absorb minerals and other nutrients, decreasing the energy production in the cells, decrease its ability to repair damaged cells, decrease its ability to detoxify heavy metals, makes tumor cells thrive and makes it more susceptible to fatigue and illness. An acidic body uses a massive amount of energy but also uses up the alkaline minerals or buffers from the bones and organs while trying to balance the extreme acidic condition, resulting in aches and pains. Cells are low on oxygen, constipation, diseases, including degenerative such as osteoporosis, arthritis, kidney disease, asthma, allergies, diabetes, and cancer are #1 killer. Then there are extra pounds, halitosis, heartburn, high blood pressure, insomnia, kidney stones or organ problems, lactic acid buildup, low energy, mental problems, more sickness, poor digestion, premature aging, poor assimilation of vitamins, water retention, just to name a few. Now let's talk about our cells. Cells are the building block of life and the smallest unit of life that is living. There are 50 to 100 trillion cells and 230 different cell types in the human body. The cell's nucleus primarily contains double chromosomes comprising of DNA. Some of you may know about us originally having 12 chromosomes. DNA is a genetic material that determines individual characteristics. There are 46 chromosomes, or 23 pairs, in the cell nucleus. Each pair of chromosomes consists of one from your mother and one from your father, and they are twisted around each other to form a structure called a double helix. At the end of each of these chromosomes is a telomere, or cap of DNA, that prevents the chromosomes from fraying, like the cap on a shoestring. These are telomeres. Our cells are constantly dividing, but lose some of the telomeres or DNA and become shorter each time they divide. This is where aging comes in. When you lose DNA, you lose energy, eyesight, hearing, smooth skin, your memory decreases, and all those other signs of aging show up. As we become older, our cells do not replicate as fast. When too short, cells reach replicative senescence, and they can no longer divide. This causes more health conditions. Bad things happen when telomeres get short. These are some of the diseases affected by short telomeres. There are about 140 million DNA building blocks or base pairs in a chromosome. At conception, our telomeres have 15,000 bases, and when born, have 10,000 bases, and will start dying of old age when bases reach 5,000. Cells replicate very fast while growing in the womb, and much slower as we age. Think of 140 million slices of bread, where 10,000 slices at the end of the loaf are our concern. What can we do to slow down our telomeres from premature aging? We can improve on our lifestyle and live a life of alkalinity. It's not easy because so many things available are acidic. We need longer telomeres and healthy cells to keep our organs healthy. Body fluids become more acidic and toxic as weakened cells become sick cells. This is the beginning of aging, degenerative diseases, and many other health issues. There is also another way to look at how acidity attacks the body. Humans are also comprised of electromagnetic energy, and every cell, atom, and subatomic particle that makes up the human body is vibrating at different rates, depending on their biochemical makeup. Chakras are high energy spots of the body that have been described as being aligned in an ascending column from the base of the spine to the top of the head. We usually refer to our 7 main chakras, but there are hundreds more throughout the body, especially in the hands and feet. We need to balance our energies and keep them flowing. The function of the chakras is to spin and draw on this energy to keep spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical health of the body in balance, and we need to keep open any blockages. A range of energy channels flowing through the body are called meridians. There is a life force energy that flows among the chakras and along meridians. We receive life force energy through our food, water, air, and emotions, and that is why it is so important to have a healthy lifestyle to receive positive and nutritional energy aimed at being alkaline and balanced rather than acidic. The chakras and meridians become blocked from the causes of acidity. This keeps energy from flowing properly. Think of our chakras as the main train stations, your meridian points as substations, and the meridians as the train tracks. These are some of the lifestyle changes that need to be made to prevent an acidic body, short telomeres, and energy blockages. We need to breathe purified air. Only use alkaline water for drinking, cooking, and bathing. Eat organic, unprocessed food, and have loving feelings and calm emotions. The ideal basic diet should be 80% alkaline and 20% acidic. Our bodies are 70 to 75% water, so it would be beneficial to drink and cook with alkaline water. Forget sodas and acidic drinks. Put lemon in your water to make it more alkaline after digestion. Most vegetables, especially green, are alkaline. Use organic foods for less toxins. Add alkaline green food powder to your diet. Supplement with alkaline minerals. We really must supplement because there isn't enough nutrition in our foods today. We've killed our soil and water. The less you cook your food, the more nutrition you will receive. Control your stress, the major cause of increased telomere shortening. Isagenix has some great products to help prevent your telomeres from shortening so fast. There's also an amazing weight loss system that infuses the body with essential vitamins, botanicals, and other natural ingredients to help shed pounds naturally. Besides making the body more alkaline to prevent telomeres from shortening so fast and blockages to happen, there are holistic methods that concentrate on moving the energy to open the blockages. Some have been around for thousands of years. They all work better if you work on having an alkaline lifestyle. Since stress is our highest acidic emotion, it is highly recommended you use some of these holistic methods. These are just a few: meditation, Reiki, theta healing, acupuncture, acupressure, herbal methods, reflexology, auricular therapy, crystals, colors, musical tones, tuning fork, assessing the bars, and many, many more. Now we know what we can do to prevent our telomeres from shortening so fast and how we can rid ourselves of our blockages, but what do we do about the already shortened telomeres that have already lost so much DNA that we need to put back into our cells? The collaboration between molecular biologist Bill Andrews, PhD, and master formulator John Anderson has found us a way of turning back the clock. In 1997, PhD Bill Andrews discovered aging does not occur in the reproductive system of males and females, or telomere shortening does not take place due to the gene that is present called telomerase. Telomerase manufactures new bases to the telomeres each time they are lost during cell replication, leaving the cell immortal because no DNA information is ever lost. All of our cells contain the telomerase gene. However, the gene is suppressed in all our other cells beyond the reproductive cells due to the lack of an enzyme. The work of Dr. Andrews has been to discover the way to turn on, as it were, the telomerase gene in all our cells. He succeeded. Without the presence of working telomerase, if a cell divides repeatedly, at some point all the DNA will reach their Hayflick limit, or the number of times the normal cell population will divide before it stops because the telomeres shorten to a critical length. With the presence of working telomerase, each dividing cell can replace the lost bit of DNA, and any single cell can then divide unbounded. I call this reversing aging and disease.
Recently, we have discovered that the science of human aging is really pretty simple. We age because our cells divide and our telomeres get shorter. What's a telomere? Well, to answer that, let's zoom into a human's 100 trillion cells. Every cell contains a nucleus with genes and chromosomes. If you zoom in further, you see that the chromosomes are made up of DNA molecules that are 100 million bases long, coiled up like a slinky. There are long, repetitive sequences of DNA at the end of each of our chromosomes. These sequences are called telomeres. When a cell divides, the genetic material inside that cell needs to be copied. This is called DNA replication. During this process, enzymes that replicate a strand of DNA are unable to continue replicating all the way to the end, which causes the loss of some DNA. And the ends, if you remember, are where the telomeres are. At birth, we have about 10,000 bases. But as we age and our cells divide again and again, we lose those bases. And at 5,000 bases, we begin to die of old age. As telomeres get shorter, humans begin to experience the general effects of aging: loss of muscle, failing memory, poor eyesight, lack of energy, and slower recovery after exercise. The bottom line is this: when cells divide, telomeres shorten. and bad things happen when telomeres get short. As an analogy, think of DNA as a long row of bricks, and of DNA replication as a bricklayer walking backwards on top of a brick wall, laying a new layer on top of that row. When the end of the wall is reached, the bricklayer finds himself standing on top of the bricks he's supposed to replicate. But since he can't put down a brick where his feet are, he steps back and falls off the wall, leaving the very end of the wall bare. As a result, the new copy of the wall is shorter. Just like this brick wall was copied imperfectly, our DNA is unable to copy itself perfectly. When a strand is replicated, the new strand is shorter than the old strand.
Initially, we thought there wasn't anything we could do to affect the aging process. Now we know there are some things we can do, like some lifestyle changes, specifically decreasing toxins in our body, addressing obesity, and improving our nutrition, plus reducing physical, mental, and oxidative stress, which are all key to slowing down the aging process. But perhaps even more significant than this, scientific research has concluded that the next big step to maintaining a youthful body is to find strategies to actually lengthen our telomeres, essentially turning back our biological clock.
Research we completed in 1997 established that humans also have an enzyme called telomerase that can lengthen telomeres. This research was so significant that in 2009 it was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. Let me explain this research further. We know that there must be a way for our bodies to re-lengthen telomeres because our reproductive cells do not exhibit telomere shortening and show no signs of aging. The reason these cells are essentially immortal is because reproductive cells produce an enzyme called telomerase. Telomerase acts like an assembly line inside our cells that adds nucleotides to the ends of our chromosomes, thus lengthening our telomeres. In a cell that expresses telomerase, telomeres are lengthened as soon as they shorten. It's as though every time the telomere clock inside our cell ticks once, telomerase pushes the hands of the clock back one tick. Returning to the analogy of the bricklayer that can't lay the last brick on the brick wall, telomerase would be like an angel that flies in and puts the last brick in place. The telomerase gene exists in all our cells. That's because the DNA in every one of our cells is identical. A skin cell, muscle cell, and liver cell all contain exactly the same genetic information. So if the cells that create our sperm and egg cells contain the code for telomerase, every other cell must contain the code as well.
In 1997, we inserted the telomerase gene into normal human skin cells, grown in a petri dish. When we observed that the telomerase enzyme was being produced in these cells, we then assayed the telomere lengths. We noticed that the skin cells were essentially becoming immortal. There was virtually no limit to the number of times the cells could divide. When the lengths of the telomeres were assayed and we got the results in, we observed that the telomerase cells had actually lengthened their telomeres rather than seeing the telomeres get shorter. The critical question then was whether or not the cells were becoming younger. A few years later, another lab inserted the telomerase gene, the same gene we were using, that already had very short telomeres. These cells were then grown into the skin of the back of mice. Now, in this experiment, they had old mice, young mice, and telomerized mice. When looking at the old mice, we noticed that the skin was getting wrinkled. It blistered easily, and we noticed some gray hair. As for the young and telomerized mice, there was virtually no difference. When we looked at the gene expression patterns between the young and telomerized mice, we noticed that the genes being expressed were virtually identical between the two. This created very exciting possibilities for us because it was the first evidence showing that telomerase cells actually return to a young morphology. They look young. They express the same genes as young cells. And this is where the impact of telomerase on aging is truly going to have a lot of potential and excitement.
This leading-edge science has created exciting possibilities in the field of anti-aging, possibilities that were only dreamed up until the impact on telomerase on aging was discovered. The reason most of our cells don't express telomerase is that the gene is repressed in them. However, if the appropriate compound, the right botanical, phytonutrient, or combination is found, science may be able to assist the body to de-repress telomerase, turning on the gene that's already present in every cell in the human body. I lead a team of scientists pursuing this line of research. and we are virtually the only scientists pursuing it. We have made significant progress in understanding the underlying science behind telomerase induction. We have studied and tested more than 300,000 drugs, chemicals, and compounds to document their effect on supporting telomere health. My biotech company developed the only high-throughput screening system in the world that is capable of screening for telomerase inducers. Our recent collaboration with John Anderson's 30 years of formulating experience and our strategic alliance with Isagenix's decade of proven transformational results is yielding results beyond anything we have ever experienced. It won't be surprising to see many companies trying to enter this space and begin marketing products touted to support telomeres. But I know from my research, not all telomere products are the same.
This information brought about the creation of Product B. Product B antioxidants plus telomere support goes beyond surface symptoms to target the ultimate causes of aging and bad health. Imagine adding life to your years with an increased feeling of youth, health, and vitality. Product B offers superior DNA and cell health protection against harmful free radical attacks by providing the body with a comprehensive array of important antioxidants and nutrients. It contains a proprietary blend of natural bioactives which turns on the telomerase genes as cells replicate. I believe Product B and knowledge is the first step to correcting our chromosomes and quality of life. During August of 2011, Isagenix master formulator and founder John Anderson, along with molecular scientist and leading researcher in the field of telomeres Bill Andrews, PhD, and other premier telomere scientists, released the groundbreaking Product B. They have proven that certain natural ingredients in Product B induce telomerase by actually putting bases back on the telomeres in human skin cells in vitro. Especially before, but also during a lifestyle change for a healthier you, a cleanse is very important. There are many different types of cleanses. Cleansing is to get rid of as many toxins in the body as possible. Toxins are acidic. By removing them first and during a lifestyle change, the good, healthy alkaline items we put in our body do not have to battle so much. Cleanses can be for 1 day or 30 days. Most cleanses are for a particular area, such as the liver. I prefer the cleanse for life. It covers the whole body through all the cells and is through nutrition. To live a healthier, longer, better quality of life, cleanse the whole body of toxins. Breathe, drink, eat, absorb, and feel more alkaline. Remove blockages. Slow down your telomere shortening. Increase your telomere length. To order Product B for amazing action in your health along with your lifestyle changes, you may talk with the person that introduced you to Product B with any decisions you are making about your health, or contact me. My goal is for everyone to become healthier. You may purchase Product B retail, or you may purchase Product B or any Isagenix products wholesale for a yearly membership of $29. Or you may earn enough money to pay for your personal product just by offering great health to friends and family. When you see the amazing results in your own body, you will automatically be talking to friends and relatives. Or you may even earn bunches of money by offering great health to strangers with the compensation plan. It's your choice. Consider the money you may save on medications and surgeries. I hope I have given you a better understanding of your health and what you can do about it now. I also have a book available that shows you numerous methods of changing your lifestyle for a more alkaline, healthy body. My book is on my website in a PDF and also available in iBooks and Amazon Kindle. Thank you for watching this presentation for your health. We all have self-healing power, but it's up to us as to what we do about it.